Hey fishing friends, what's going on? Welcome to the National Fishing Expo Tips and Tricks Show. I'm your host, Craig Burwell. Tonight we have Jeremy with Crappie Monster, and then we're going to finish up with Johnny from Odin Rod. So you don't want to miss this one. Let's get into the show.
Hi, this is Dave Hoheisel, owner of the National Fishing Expos. I'd like to invite you to the new Miller Tech National Fishing Expos Tackle and Tip Show hosted by Craig Burwell.
Hey everybody, welcome Jeremy to the show. Jeremy, what's going on, man?
Hey man, I'm down here on the edge of Darbone Lake right now, and I can't wait to get out there and catch some of them fish.
Yeah, no, I can't wait neither. Guys, Jeremy is going to be at the National Fishing Expo, and he is with Crappie Monsters. And I'm actually pretty curious, before we get into the fishing side, can you give us a little rundown of what Crappie Monsters is?
Crappie Monster is my bait company, soft plastics and landing nets, and a few other little odd and end things, but mostly our crappie baits and the landing net is what we do. And we're in a few hundred stores nationwide. We started in 2018 and then went national in 2019. I came onto the tournament scene there in 2018, and I was very fortunate, and I had a few lucky breaks and such, and so I was able to promote it pretty good, and now we're going to shows, and David puts on a heck of a good show at all of his shows, and he is just about the only one that I ever sign up to go to anymore.
Yeah, no, he's got a wide variety of vendors. He offers a lot. I love his shows. Like, I've been to a lot of shows. It's just not a fishing show like what Dave puts on. It's just got so much to offer. So you're a crappie fisherman, and you were talking about some of your soft plastics. What are those soft plastics, as in for like jig heads, or what are you talking?
Yeah, there'll be soft plastics. I've got curly tails that you can use for multi-species, for bass tailors, for a jig or a chatterbait or whatever. And then we've got the little bitty soft plastics for bluegill fishing and black crappie. We really dive into it, and we have specific baits for specific regions.
Okay.
Like if you're out in South Carolina, you'll want to be using one of our bluegill baits for the crappie because it's black crappie, and they're more apt to hit a smaller bait because their main source of food is larvae. Now, you get in Mississippi, we've got some huge baits. I've got some 3 1/4 inch baits that I use to crappie fish in Mississippi.
That would actually probably work for bass fishing as well.
Yes, I actually, our mag minnow, I sell more of them to bass guys than I do crappie guys. And we just came out with it in a 5 inch that'll be there at the show. And we made those specifically for bass guys. So we're branching out, and that's where the On the Hook comes in. On the Hook is my TV show. I travel around the country, and I teach people when, where, how, and why to find and catch crappie. Well, we also go out and we bass fish some. We striper fish some. We bluegill fish some. It's all about getting people outdoors, promoting the industry, and being good stewards of the sport.
I like that. I like to go back, and actually that is the main thing is why we do this is fishing. There's a lot going on right now, and fishing is the main thing. Now I got to ask, because you're coming Columbus, Cincinnati area, what soft plastic should they like use up here in this north region? So which one do you suggest?
You go north, you need to go more natural colors and a smaller presentation. I've got one that's in my uppercut style, and the color is icicle. It's a clear water color, and instead of just having flake in it, we made the flake into cylinders inside the bait, so it reflects the light differently. And we've got one called Margarita. That is my number one. You cannot beat that bait in any clear water condition out there. I've actually, I ran into some other jig makers, and I told them, I said, grab your pack, knock it off. It's the best color on the planet. I don't have it in your profiles. You don't have it in mine. Take it. If you can replicate it, it's going to sell. It'll actually change colors in your hand. The plastic will change colors in your hand.
So it's that's what cool I call for sunlight, the penetration and changing colors.
If you've got an actual shiner, a minnow in your hand, and you rotate it, and that sun shows all those iridescent colors with the pink, the purple, the blue, the green, that bait does the exact same thing. It's what I call my take my money bait, because they get the baits and they got to go catch the fish. I just got to catch the fishermen.
Yeah, that's what those bait makers say. Only 5% of their baits catch fish. The other ones catch the fishermen. So,
Yeah.
no, that's kind of funny. But before we let you go, what show sales do you have going on? Do you have any deals going on for the show? So many packs with
Yes.
this?
Yes. At the shows, we sell all of our bagged baits 3 for $10. That's going to save you about $3.50 on every 3 bags. And it keeps everything even at $10, so we're not dealing with change or whatever.
Nice.
And our outlaw nets, we also have the Pro Series we just released this year. Walleye, bass, anything that'll go through that opening, you can net with that net. They are on sale at the shows for $100 even, and that's the best price you can get on them anywhere.
That's super nice. Now, where does everybody find you at? They can follow you on your social media. So what's that first? Because I know it's probably different than the product. So where can they follow you social media wise?
Okay, my personal page is Jeremy Mattingly on Facebook, Crappie Monster on Facebook, On the Hook on Facebook, National Crappie League on Facebook. Go to othfishing.com or crappiemonster.com for the website if you want to check out all of the stuff we got going for our tournaments. NationalCrappieLeague.com, and I'll see you out there.
Okay, cool. Guys, I appreciate it. Jeremy, thank you very, very much. I look forward to stop by the booth at the show. And guys, stay tuned because Johnny from Odin Rods is actually coming up next. A pretty cool little product. But first, here's a message from our fine sponsors. Hey guys, welcome back. We're with Johnny Moratitis from Odin Outdoors. Johnny, what's going on, man?
Not too much, man. Just hanging out in the shop today, getting ready to chat with you for a while here.
Yeah, that's not much. Doing this show and actually pretty excited about this one. I've never heard of you. So Odin Outdoors, I see in the background, but it says Odin Rods. So give us a little feedback of your Odin Rods.
All right, so yeah, we're Odin Outdoors. I focus on building high-end bass rods, basically. So I've been hand building rods for the last 15 years or so, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Got our feet wet. Doing a lot of Great Lakes bass fishing. We do a lot of finesse fishing, a lot of really focused on fine tuning all our blanks, our actions, everything towards catching smallies. It's addicting. We live right here. I'm right on the south end of Lake Michigan, so I grew up fishing the big water, travel all over, go Lake Erie, Sturgeon Bay, all those areas, and just get out there and fishing in Great Lakes. It's a great time. But yeah, so what rumble on here. I don't know if you do any editing of this.
No, we will. You're all good, man. We're listening about the rods, but I'm going to ask you right now what not blanks, but your guides. What guides you use? What reel seats are they? Split grip? Are they cork? What do we got?
So you want me to pull a couple examples?
Pull them out. Let us see it. And guys, if you're interested in the National Fishing Expo, you can go online right now. Tickets are available, or you can get them at the door. But Odin Rods is going to be there, and you're probably going to see a pretty cool rod right here. I'm actually anticipating this rod, just the way he talks about it. He's pretty excited, and that gets me excited. So what do you got, Johnny? Come on, man.
What we got here is our flagship models. These are all, like I said, all hand wrap all these. We use all Toray Japanese carbon fiber blanks, have our own line of blanks manufactured. So this is my astronaut series, which is our high end here. So Fuji SK2 split grips, super lightweight. This is our 7'1". This one's been fished with quite a bit over the summer here, but this is a 7'1" medium light drop shot rod. Comes in, weighs like right under 3 ounces. I think we're right at 2.9, right 3 ounces or so.
Nice.
Rod, so about the lightest rod on the market in the 7-foot medium light. Fuji titanium Torzite guides, can't beat those. Best of the business. We got them by the boxes here, so we use all Fuji titanium torsites on our astronaut series, and then that's the dark matter. So same blanks. We have more. I got foam grips on these. These are the
Beautiful.
Fuji VS real seats.
Yeah.
These things are killer. It's a upturn handle reel seat, so your grips up on top of your spinning reel, a little more comfy. Enjoy throwing little Ned rigs and all your little finesse stuff. Real comfortable in your hand. Dark Matter series features a little weight balancer in the back here, so it's a Japanese Mitagi high-end custom rod parts. Weight balancer, same. This rod weighs about it's a little bit over 3 ounces with the balancing system in it, but you whatever reel you throw on this, you can match it up, and you'll literally have the most balanced rod in the entire market in your hands.
Super nice. So how many? So you offer 2 series of rods. So you got the dark matter, and what's the other one?
The astronaut.
The astronaut.
Astronaut and our dark matter, and then last year, which was the first year we launched them. So like I said, I've been hand building for like 15 years now.
That's so cool.
Last year we came out with our Nova series, which I'll show you a few of those too, which actually we had a great success, or I don't know how you want to say, great turnout.
Numbers, great response. Yeah.
A great response. There we go. At the Columbus show last year, we debuted them. Actually January last year was I did the Schaumburg Expo. That was the first show we just launched them. Had great sales there. Brought them to Columbus. We met a ton of great people out there. Had great feedback on all the rods. Great people out there in Columbus. We love that show. Looking forward to coming back this year. So the Nova series are not built in my shop here. I built all the samples for them. Did all the guide layouts on those. We did went back and forth. Blanks, actions, did all that. Tested them out for about 2 years before we did the final run. And so what I was able to do there is produce a more consumer friendly priced rod with the high end design and components that we can put into it and retail it for under $200, where our other rods are competing up there with your NRXs in that price range. And so the Nova series, like I said, under $200. Honestly, again, from my outlook on it and from feedback we've gotten, like I would put those against any other $200 rod in the market. The components, and honestly, even rods in the double that price that are on the market now, the components and the quality and the layouts that are in these rods are you get your money out of them for sure.
That's
we
cool.
Offer great warranty on them.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So no, that's cool. So at the National Fishing Expos, you're going to have these rods. What deals do you have going on? Are you going to have sale or show deals or something?
So we do a show deal. We do a show deal with the Nova rods, the Nova series. The shows we do, so they retail for $180. Shows we do buy 2 for $300. So you're paying $150 a piece for a rod. So they'll come with a 1 year full, like no questions asked warranty, and then after that we do a prorated warranty. Obviously. Can tell when guys don't treat their stuff right. So after
I'm sure, and I can
seen
go
some
on and
stories,
on.
But it's crazy what some of these guys do their rods. But
no, and you fish the Great Lakes, and the Great Lakes take a beating. But I mean, some guys are like, "Yeah, I was out on Erie and this happened," and I'm like, "Come on, man."
It's usually I'll get the best one is the rods exploded and the bottom butt section here. I just set the hook on a crankbait and bro, like you stepped on that or you slammed that in your car door, you beat somebody over the head with that thing because that ain't gonna break.
That's great. So where can they find you at right now to check out some product, like a website, Facebook, any social medias?
We're on Instagram, Facebook, Odin Outdoors. I think on Instagram it's Odin_outdoors. Facebook, not super active on Facebook, but we have Facebook also. And then we have our website set up. It's odinoutdoors.com. Have the full line of products. Have most of the plastics up on there. We do some custom colors or custom orders for plastics also. So if some guys want some bulk orders of a certain color, we can kind of color match and do whatever we need to do to.
And you do certain soft plastics, just drop shot, lizards, worms.
Yeah, so mostly, like I said, finesse kind of drop shot, goby stuff. I got a few samples over here.
And these will all be available at the show. So at
These
the
will
National
be
Fishing Expo.
And then
Okay.
the baits we sell for $5 a pack. We do like 4 for $20 at the show. We do a deal like a discount, basically buy 4 get one free at the shows. So that's our little 3 1/4 inch drop shot worm.
Beautiful.
Super
Hog
soft
snatcher.
floating plastic. They're killer. I mean, work all over the country.
You just said floating plastic?
It's a super soft. It's a floating plastic. So on a drop shot, that will suspend your bait up there and hold it. They're deadly in current. Any type of current situation, you almost just
Detroit River.
Just dead stick them there, and that little wiggle, tail wiggle, get them to go. This is our 3 1/2 inch goby, if we call it. So like your darter style dragon bait. Again, killer all over the Great Lakes. It's one of my favorites. That's a 2 3/4 inch micro beef. So same this. We'll throw these on a back of a little finesse
micro jig.
A little 16th ounce jig or 8th ounce jig. Killer little trailer on those. I drop shot these all on the number 2 hook. Yeah, same. It's a little bit smaller profile, but that little tiny bait just wiggling in their face, they can't resist it.
That's super cool.
So yeah, it's
guys, drop shotting. If you guys, this is like a little tips too. If you're new to fishing and stuff, having that floating plastic on a drop shot is key. So it like keeps the bait off the bottom, keeps it in the strike zone longer, and you get a lot of action with doing very little to your rod tip. So pretty cool product. I'm definitely going to be through. I'm going to check out those rods because I do like the split grip and that foam, and I noticed that, and I just want to feel a different rod. And man, the soft plastics are something I definitely want to get in and on. So is there anything else you have? Where can they find you at yourself?
My shop's in Northwest Indiana.
Cool.
And I'm in Valparaiso, Indiana. So if you're ever out this way, give me a call. You guys want to come out and hang out in the shop and have a beer or something, we can set that up too. So
check out, see how those rods are actually made. And it's super cool that you're doing it and wrapping everything up. So hey, man, I appreciate it, Johnny. We appreciate it, guys. That was Johnny with Odin Rods, and before him, we had Jeremy with Crappie Monsters. Guys, if you're interested in becoming a vendor at the National Fishing Expo, get on nationalfishingexpo.com or contact David Holheisel. So, guys, gals, I hope to see you there. Tickets are available now online. Till next time, good fishing. I'm out.